What up? Hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel at Gemini Gem. Today is August 14th, 2026, and I'll be doing a reading for Capricorn. Angels, ancestors, guides, God, the Most High, show me clearly messages for Capricorn, August 14th, 2026. Show me clearly. Okay, so you have the Star, the Five of Swords, Judgment, and the Ten of Swords, okay? Aquarius, Air, Scorpio, Air, all right? All right, so Capricorn, everybody will have their judgment day, right? Whatever you believe in, there is a higher power, there is a God. And my belief that when it's your time to go, you will be judged, right? Now, does that mean you will either go to heaven or hell, this or that? Yeah, I think that's part of it. But I think so many more things. What I'm trying to say is judgment is a card of, I don't know if you know about like an Egyptian, like the culture, right? I forget the person's name. I think it was like a half man, half dog. I don't know. But this person was like, he was the ruler of like, I think it's the afterlife, right? And so when it's your time, right, you would see this person, and what they would do is they would take a scale and they would put your heart on the scale as well as the feather, right? If the feather was lighter than the heart, then that meant like, you're a good person, you did good deeds throughout your life. Then you would be, I think, granted the afterlife. If your heart weighed more than the feather, then that meant like you was going to the other place, right? So judgment is here, a turning point. Things will never be the same. This is an angel blowing the horn. So this is like, pay attention to the call, heed the call. You're being judged, right? And it's something to do with a major betrayal. 10 swords in the back of this person, left for dead, right? Caught off guard. Like the highest form of betrayal, right? When somebody tries to kill you or does kill you. It's something going on regarding that. Trust was definitely broken, okay? someone turned on you or you turned on someone, and this is being judged. Okay, there's some conflict here because Five of Swords is like a person who's gonna win by any means necessary. This person defeated the other two people in the background, and whatever they had to do, they did it. So if they needed to play dirty, if they needed to sucker punch one of the guys, you know, whatever they had to do, they did it. And this is like a crossroads, right? So there's definitely like a turning point and a crossroads here. The Star card, you can see there's balance. Okay, she's holding those two vessels. And like the water, even though it's frozen, it's being poured like one into the lake and one onto the land. So this talks about balance. This talks about prayers being answered. Like a spotlight. You see that huge star? Like something is being exposed. And the star is like someone who's very like popular and famous. And so, you know, whatever this betrayal was and the judgment that's coming down is definitely like being talked about, like in the media, on the news. Let's get a few more cards. There's a lot of conflict in this spread because you got the Five of Wands now, okay? So you have the Two of Pentacles. Oh, let me move this up. The Two of Pentacles, the Five of Rods, the Wheel of Fortune, and Strength, okay? So Earth, Fire, this is Sagittarius energy. Jupiter energy, and Leo. Yeah, Leo, okay? Strength is Leo. So you're definitely being called and told to have strength. You know, there's a lot of challenges here. You've been through it. You've been through it all, right? And it's telling you to have courage, have faith, don't give up, keep going. The infinity sign represents like infinite energy, so energy that's always flowing. So like, you know, if somebody has passed on, like this Ten of Swords, it's like, even though they're not here physically, their spirit is always here. So it'll always be here. That's the energy that's always flowing, right? So there's conflict. The Five of Wands is a group arguing, fighting, being competitive. All right, it's something about a group because, you know, there's a group here and then there's a group also in the Five of Swords. The Five of Wands is like very petty, immature energy, like talking about one another, gossiping. But the group is fighting internally, right? Something is about to change, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is like karma. It's good luck. It's like riding the wave, okay? Something is turning. Something is changing. Something is moving, right? No more stagnant energy. The Two of Pentacles talks about somebody juggling. Like, not only, you know, pentacles represent, you know, material things like finance, you know, or money. But this talks about like juggling everything, you know, work, home, kids, relationship, house, car. It's like you're trying to stay afloat. There's so many things that you're responsible for. It's like you are literally juggling all the balls are in the air, and you're trying to make sure they stay in the air and that none of them fall. Let's get a few more cards. Three of Wands. You got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and again the Five of Swords. So it's just conflict, it's fighting, it's, you know, it's backstabbing, it's making sure you come out on top, or you're the victor, you know, you're the winner, you're the victor. Not giving up and doing whatever you need to do to win, being underhanded, right? It's it could have something to do, you know, Knights are action-oriented cards, right? The Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the rewards, like putting in all the hard work, and now you're waiting for the ships to come in. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is like a very slow-moving energy. Out of all the knights, this is the slowest moving knight. He's very meticulous, he takes his time, and he makes sure everything is accurate. That's why it takes so long. But this could also talk about like something being slow and kind of drying up, right? There's some sort of apology being offered with the Knight of Cups. Somebody who's very like smooth and charismatic, and they want you to pick them and forgive them, or they're trying to woo you, romance you. It's the energy of just being convincing of whatever they're trying to do. They're trying to convince you, right? Let's get a few more cards. Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Hangman. All right, Hangman is Pisces energy. Someone is stuck, suspended in the air, unable to move, out of options, out of, you know, like a check, like say it's a chessboard or a checkers board. You don't have any more moves, right? You're stuck. You can't go nowhere. It has something to do with family, okay? Because the Ten of Cups is like family and, you know, feeling very happy and fulfilled. It's something regarding family. Somebody is feeling stuck, unable to move. It has to do with something with money, okay? Again, here, the money has kind of, it's either taking a very long time to come in or it's dried up. Ace of Pentacles is like a windfall of money. It could be an inheritance. Maybe that was meant for this family. But somebody is stuck regarding something to do with an inheritance regarding this family situation. Seven of Cups is having a lot of options, having a lot of choices, but also kind of like you're not really sure which one to make. Okay, so somebody is stuck regarding all of these options and choices that have been presented, but not every option, not every choice is going to be in your best interest. All right, Capricorn, you guys drop a comment. Let me know if this resonates. Until the next time, peace.